Listen, people, I come back after a little break from consecration. There's not a lot of news that was coming out, but after this little while when I've come back, I've seen effectively Sony. I want to say Sony is imploding right now, but I'm gonna say there's a lot of things changing behind the scenes that they're not going to come forth with. We have some insiders talking, and there's a new structural integration changing for Sony, and a lot of people aren't going to like it. Me included, I should say, but something's changing right now, and there's a lot of people that can't handle it. First, the last thing I reported really on truly was the ABK deal. Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard. Power your dreams, go Xbox, woohoo. Now we can move forward. Like I made countless videos on that. I made countless videos of what Sony can do after that. But this right here for Sony is, I don't know what the future holds, because this is staggering. We got David Jaffe talking about it. We have some insiders giving him information. We have some specific YouTubers talking about it. Inside Gaming, VGC, all these other people talking about it. So if you guys tune into my news, let's see, we can talk about it and we'll see what my official thoughts on this thing. So first up, we're going to look at what David Jaffe has to say first. And this is going to be a doozy, people. Let's check this out. All right, now let's check this out.
Okay, so she was fired. She was not let go.
Fired. Wow.
She didn't quit.
That's crazy. If you guys don't know Connie Boo, she's been in the game for a long time. She deals with a lot of stuff in the background. Ghost of Tsushima mainly. That in recent times, that people know.
Alan Becker, right?
That's crazy, dude.
He got a call earlier in the week.
Like, some people don't give David Jaffe credit, but he does have sources and he is creditable. He still has his contacts in the PlayStation community.
Literally escorted out of the building.
Escorted?
Faster.
Yeah, dude.
She was in between.
No, man, I'm not liking this, dude. I'm not liking this. You guys can see why when I give you like the breakdown details, and then we'll see about some other things that's going on.
What this individual is saying inside of Sony.
Yeah, man.
Is that
it's crazy, dude.
Jim Ryan.
Yep, Jim Ryan
was convinced, as we know.
Yep, listen to this right here. This is what I heard.
That games as a service was the future.
Games as a service effectively is the future. You guys remember on the PlayStation Showcase, they said they have 12 unannounced games as a service games coming into market. And listen, effectively, you guys know, where's Factions 2? Where is Factions 2? There's some people saying it's canceled. Even I said the game was canceled, but I'm getting called a liar. Like, I think the game was canceled to begin with. Like, it was too ambitious. They need to dumb it down. You know, I don't know what's going on, but this is wild. Let's keep on going. Let's watch.
The studios to start making them.
Yeah. He's forcing them.
And
this is some Don Matrix stuff.
That wasn't, as you would imagine, taken in with a lot of love.
Yeah, dude. Nobody wants to make a lot of games as a service anymore. Like
cinematic games. And
Sony's bread and butter. Well, listen to this. I'll give you my thoughts of this. This is going to be.
So,
oh my god, dude.
Apparently, this made a lot of the studios very unhappy.
Yeah.
Apparently,
yeah, man.
When the Naughty Dog game was canceled, that.
Was see, even he's saying it. Naughty Dog canceled Factions 2. That's another source.
That the game had been canceled, and very upset that they were, or at least some of them were being forced to make these sorts of games.
Yeah. Okay. So that right there is what David Jaffe had to say, and then we'll talk about. I got a thing from Post Up right here. This is what Post Up has to say. This is a stand-by-stand, play-by-play what happened. Like what I was saying earlier, Sony's bread and butter is their cinematic story single-player games. That is what they're good at. That is what they're known for, and that right there is what they really want to do. They've been, I don't say they're creatively bankrupt. People say that against Microsoft anyway. You know, that's a given. You know, you can say that. However, Xbox right now, they've been putting out the games. Like, they've literally been putting out their games. Sony's been put out one game this year. Pretty much. Pure first party game, one game, Spider-Man 2. And you guys know my discourse of Spider-Man 2 right now. I've been having bugs like crazy, and people don't believe me. And I see Amazing Lucas make a video, and they're still calling me up. Dude, guys, Spider-Man 2 is buggy. It's fine.
I'm gonna keep playing this. I want you guys to hear this. If you guys think I'm playing about these freaking Spider-Man bugs, listen, I'm actually in the start screen and I'm dying in the background. Listen. Like, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna turn up the volume. Listen. Spider-Man is getting killed, or Miles is getting killed in the background. And it just keeps restarting. Guys, I'm telling you, my Marvel Spider-Man is so freaking buggy, dog. Dude, look, this is literally the start screen. I'm not bullshitting.
It's not a big deal. I'm just pointing it out. None of you guys are saying Spider-Man 2 isn't buggy. Now, go back to that ham. That is what they're good at. They come out with God of War. That is what they're good at. They have no multiplayer presence whatsoever, unless it's third party. They don't have any first party like Halo and stuff like that. So let's see what this thing has to say. Breaking news confirmed by David Jaffe. Connie Boo was not let go, she was fired. Sean Layden was escorted out the building when he was let go. Jim Ryan was convinced games as a service feature PlayStation, told first party studios to start making them, which we've heard and which we've seen inklings in the future. We've seen some things in the background. Next, cancellation affects to PlayStation Studios upset. Yes, we covered that too. The vast majority of people worked under Connie are gone, and it seems they've left at the same time she did. This right here, this is gonna piss a lot of people off, because you guys don't understand, people. You guys got, I'm not gonna post it here. You guys got to do your research on Connie Boo. She has been putting in work through all these years, and she was fired. I don't know who at the top is making these decisions, but honestly, you're gonna start feeling the sting of this. Like, that's why it's good to be a multi-platform gamer, play PC, Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony. You have to be multi-platform right now, because you're gonna start feeling the sting of this. You can't be playing Call of Duty all day, can't be playing Halo all day, can't be playing Valorant all day. Well, you can technically, but if you want to play something different, do that. Now, apparently Herman Hulst was a big favor of cutting all of the Japanese studios. Jaffe's contact wasn't a big fan of Herman. Yeah, cutting all Japanese studios from Sony, PlayStation. Dude, that's crazy. I don't know what's going on. You guys are on top right now. That's crazy. Listen to this. That's just what David Jaffe had to say. This right here is what's been happening to PlayStation for this past time I was gone. Like, what is this? PlayStation lays off the Dreams developer Media Molecule. They got rid of Dreams developer Media Molecule. They laid off people. 15 to 20% staff lost. Dude, this economy's wild. Next, PlayStation Visual Art Studio hit with layoffs. Former employees have shared the news on social media. No official report. They're kind of keep this hush-hush. There's Connie Booth right there. Longtime PlayStation producer Connie Booth has reportedly left Sony, and we know as of right now, she was fired. What is going on, Sony? Naughty Dog devs suffer layoffs, reportedly impacting Last of Us multiplayer spinoff. This right here so far has been quiet canceled. We don't have no official report from Naughty Dog. We know that the game was bigger in scope and they had to restart development. Or I'm gonna say restart development, I should say. We know that the development has been a rocky start. That is what we know. Reports suggest Sony conducted massive layoffs on the Final Strike game, scrapping 3-year sci-fi shooter. What? Okay, I don't even know what this is. Layoffs at Final Strike Games, scrapping a 3-year sci-fi shooter. I have no idea what that was. I don't remember that. PlayStation head Jim Ryan is leaving Sony next spring. This is probably part of the reconstructing of Sony. Jim Ryan is probably clashing with the executives and higher up. He's the pinnacle. He's leaving next spring, but he's setting up his next man. He's setting up his next bloke. That's how I reported on back then. He's setting him up for this game's future. Like I said, Sony stocks are high right now. Sony stocks are severely high right now. I don't see why they're starting to change service right now because of this. Next, PlayStation backed Deviation Games hit with layoffs. They're also hit with layoffs. If you guys are doing so well in the background, why are you getting hit with layoffs? See what I'm saying? I know this is the economy, but you guys got to work with your people. And now, let's go on with my final thoughts, because this is going to be... This right here for Sony, like, I don't know what they're doing right now. I understand their focus is going to games as a service. There's not been a lot of successful games as a service. You know, Halo was a rocky start for Xbox as their flagship games as a service. Fortnite is a good example of a good games as a service. If they don't want to say next is Call of Duty and things of that like, things of that ilk, I should say. Sony, as effectively right now, doesn't have one. But there's a lot of people that believe, they have faith that Sony can knock it out of the park. Even Destiny, I love Destiny. I haven't played in a long time though. You see what I'm saying? I was playing, not the final, was it Final Shape? Probably. Yeah, you guys saw me in the Destiny trailer video. I'm not gonna bring that up again. Anyway, games are knocking out the park, for real, for Sony. Multiplayer is pretty much non-existent. Games as a service, is that going to be their tie into first-party multiplayer games? If you can get effectively a good multiplayer game that's a games as a service, i.e. Last of Us multiplayer, maybe we can start talking. Maybe you can start building up your IPs for that. But this here, these IP things, that ain't it, Chief, man. Games as a service, I'm sorry, it ain't it. Because I don't play a lot of games as a service. You know, because I'm an old school gamer. I know a lot of things for Sony is up in the air, and this right here, I don't know what's going on with this, but it's very concerning. And like I said, like in my title of this video probably, is this the fall of PlayStation? You never know, people. All right, y'all, like, share, subscribe, and peace if there's some more gaming content.